They just have a lot of family drama. I don't know. It's like a cursed family or something. I hate to say that, but like it's just a lot of stuff happens in that family.
We appeared to have all this money, or we appeared to be rich.
It's painful. It is painful.
This is some family drama. You don't do this. You don't do this in front of the scenes. This is not right, okay?
Blake Lively, long considered one of Hollywood's most beloved actresses, is facing an unprecedented scandal that threatens to dismantle her pristine public image. Once heralded as the industry's golden girl, Lively is now at the center of an unfolding drama that involves creative disputes, legal battles, and social media backlash. What started as behind-the-scenes tension has evolved into a full-blown crisis, putting her reputation, career, and even personal relationships under intense scrutiny.
We're women, so we can just lie and cheat and steal our way in to control these big movies. I mean, how disturbing is this to you?
As details continue to emerge, the controversy reveals not only the fragility of celebrity status, but also the shifting power dynamics in Hollywood. How did Lively's once flawless image unravel? And what does this say about the industry's perception of power, control, and redemption? At the heart of the scandal is a high-profile creative dispute between Lively and actor-director Justin Baldoni. The two had collaborated on a promising project, one that was expected to showcase both their artistic talents.
Everyone's seeing through it. They're seeing through the BS. And, at the end of the day, they're the ones who are seeking gag orders against Baldoni from releasing information.
However, tensions quickly escalated behind the scenes as allegations of micromanagement and power struggles surfaced. Lively, known for her meticulous attention to detail, reportedly clashed with Baldoni over creative direction. Sources claim she wanted significant control over production elements, leading to friction with Baldoni, who had his own vision for the project. What should have been a fruitful partnership devolved into an unworkable dynamic, with both sides refusing to compromise. As negotiations faltered, legal disputes emerged. Reports suggest that Lively attempted to exert influence over major decisions, prompting Baldoni to push back. What was once an exciting collaboration became a battleground.
It's part of being in the public eye. She's just used to being Hollywood's golden girl, and she had such thin skin that after having a couple negative things happen to her for a month, she had to blame him. She decided to blame him, and boy, did she open up a hornet's nest and learn, be careful what you wish for, because now you've got the fight you asked for and you're not winning it.
At the end of the day, they're the ones who are seeking gag orders against Baldoni from releasing information, whereas his team is saying, nope, let's put out everything. Every single text message.
Setting the stage for an even greater public fallout. Just as tensions between Lively and Baldoni reached their peak, a new voice entered the conversation. Justin Baldoni's father, Sam Baldoni.
So despite all of the resentment, to me, at the end of the day, that's what it means to be. But we never talked about it. I was suffering. We never talked about anything. You're my dad, and I was having resentment for all the stuff we don't talk about.
The elder Baldoni took to social media, posting a cryptic yet scathing message that many interpreted as a direct attack on Lively and her husband.
That's what you're doing right now. You were nervous. You texted me last night. You came here. You knew it wasn't going to be easy. We're going to talk about stuff. You showed up anyways, and you listened.
The post quickly went viral, fanning the flames of controversy. Social media sleuths dissected every word, speculating about its deeper meaning and implications. Instead of controlling the situation, Lively and her team found themselves struggling against a tide of negative publicity. Suddenly, the feud was no longer a private industry matter. It was a public spectacle. As the scandal gained traction, it wasn't long before the media and industry figures began to take sides. The Hollywood Reporter ran a biting caricature of Lively, depicting her in an unflattering light, an unprecedented move for an actress who had long been a media darling. Lively's PR team scrambled to contain the damage, but the situation continued to spiral. Industry insiders who once championed her began distancing themselves, wary of being associated with the ongoing controversy. Casting directors, producers, and executives, who previously sought Lively for her reliability and professionalism, now hesitated, unsure if the actress's public turmoil would overshadow her work. Adding another layer to the scandal, a set of leaked text messages emerged, directly contradicting Lively's claims of privacy invasion. The texts, which reportedly involved an incident where Lively accused the media of violating her privacy while breastfeeding, painted a different picture. Rather than being an innocent victim of intrusive paparazzi, The messages suggested that Lively may have exaggerated or misrepresented the situation. This revelation cast doubt on other claims she had made against Baldoni, leading the public to question whether she had been truthful in other aspects of the dispute. What was once seen as an open and shut case of Hollywood politics now appeared more complex, with shifting narratives and conflicting accounts. The court of public opinion, which had been leaning in Lively's favor, now began to turn against her. If public sentiment toward Blake Lively hadn't already taken a sharp downturn, the next revelation sealed her fate. Reports surfaced alleging that she had orchestrated Justin Baldoni's exclusion from his own film premiere, an act that many saw as both calculated and unprofessional. While the exact details remain murky, multiple sources claim Lively used her industry influence to ensure Baldoni was kept away. A move that reeked of personal vendetta rather than professional discretion. The backlash was swift and unforgiving. Hollywood thrives on relationships, and power plays like this don't go unnoticed. Lively's attempt to sideline Baldoni sent a clear message to industry insiders. She wasn't just involved in a controversy, she was actively fueling it. Her actions raised eyebrows among producers and executives who now saw her not as a wronged actress, but as someone willing to manipulate situations to her advantage. The incident became even more explosive when Sam Baldoni, Justin's father, took to social media in a direct and passionate defense of his son. His statement only amplified the controversy, making it impossible to ignore. The fallout was immediate and severe. Lively, once among Hollywood's most sought-after actresses, found herself on the wrong side of industry politics. Casting directors hesitated, producers reevaluated their offers, and longtime allies in the business suddenly kept their distance. In a town where perception is everything, Lively had gone from beloved A-lister to a cautionary tale of power misused. Meanwhile, Baldoni's stock only continued to rise. The same controversy that could have ended his career had instead turned him into a symbol of resilience, while Lively was left facing the cold reality of Hollywood's ever-shifting loyalties. The silence of Ryan Reynolds became one of the most intriguing elements of the controversy surrounding Blake Lively. Known for his quick wit and playful interactions with the media, Reynolds had built a reputation for standing by his family, often using humor and charm to diffuse public scrutiny. But this time, his uncharacteristic silence spoke louder than words. As speculation swirled, questions arose about the state of their relationship. Was he deliberately distancing himself from the backlash surrounding Lively? Or was he giving her space to manage the fallout on her own? Either way, his absence in her defense was impossible to ignore, but also on her personal life. Behind the scenes, Lively's PR team scrambled to regain control of the narrative. Carefully crafted statements were met with skepticism, and efforts to shift blame only deepened the public's doubts. The damage had already been done, and Hollywood was taking note. In an ironic twist, the same controversy that threatened to derail a career ended up catapulting another to new heights. While Lively struggled with negative press, Justin Baldoni emerged as the true winner, stepping into the industry spotlight with a strengthened reputation and new opportunities at his feet. Hollywood is a battlefield where reputations can rise and fall in an instant. And Justin Baldoni's story is a perfect example of how resilience and integrity can turn a crisis into an opportunity. When faced with controversy, many stars crumble under the pressure, but Baldoni's professionalism and steadfast approach not only helped him weather the storm, but also elevated his standing in the industry. Producers and studios took note of his ability to handle adversity with grace, and what could have been a career-ending scandal quickly transformed into a defining moment. Offers began flooding in, and suddenly he wasn't just a respected filmmaker. Meanwhile, Blake Lively's influence started to wane. Once a beloved Hollywood darling, she found herself on the losing end of an industry power shift. Hollywood is unforgiving, and no matter how adored a celebrity may be, public perception can turn on a dime. The rise of social media has only intensified this dynamic, making reputations more fragile than ever. In an era where narratives are shaped in real time, Baldoni's triumph and Lively's unraveling serve as a stark reminder. In Hollywood, survival belongs to those who adapt, endure, and outlast the storm. This saga underscores the importance of perception, relationships, and strategic decision-making in Hollywood. While Baldoni emerged stronger, Lively faces an uphill battle to restore her image. Whether she can reclaim her status remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Hollywood's golden girl is no longer untouchable. As the dust settles, the question remains: can Blake Lively bounce back? Hollywood loves a redemption arc, but only time will tell if Lively can rewrite her narrative. Until then, she must navigate the storm, knowing that in the world of entertainment, today's darling can quickly become tomorrow's cautionary tale.